Hello, everybody. How are we all? If you can hear us cackling, it's because I just nearly had a very nasty accident in the laundry. My name is Kat, and I'm just trying to get things going here. And I created the Cheapskates Club a little over 24 years ago. At the Cheapskates Club, our goal is to live life debt-free, cashed up and laughing. And I've been sharing how my family's managed to do that for a long time, a long time. So if this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome. And of course, if it's not, welcome back. Now, let's see, I saw lots of comments and I know Beverly was first. She was really early. And hi, Barb. Yes, Lacey and Hannah are still here. Oh, goodness. Hello, Greg Evans. Almost at 6,000 subscribers. When we hit that 6,000 subscriber mark, I'll do something special. We'll have a giveaway of some kind. So if you are not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Because the sooner we get the 6,000, the sooner we'll do a giveaway. Hi, Joy. Hello, Delaney. Guys, Delaney's name is in blue and she's got a little wrench or something, little tool next to her name. That just means she's our moderator for tonight. So please remember the rules and play nicely so she can enjoy the show and not have to come down on anyone. Hello, Robin Ann. And Marion from Holland. She's cooking a winter soup. Ooh. I don't understand Dutch, but winter soup sounds good to me. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Kylie. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, Tabitha and Natalie. Hello, Annabelle. Hope you're having a good week. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, Jane and Jenny and Sue. And right, we've got through all the hellos. Woohoo! Okay, we've got 40 people watching. Does that mean I've got 40 thumbs up? That would be so exciting. I would love that. When you give the show a thumbs up, it tells YouTube that you actually watch and enjoy the content. And that means that they sort of spread us out more in their search criteria. So it's easier for people to find us. And that is always a very good thing. Now, I hope you've all had a really good week and it's been wonderfully frugal and full of fun and love and saving money, time and energy. I say that a lot, and someone asked me why I say saving money, time and energy. And honestly, it's not only because I like, but I need to save money. We all do. And I'm really busy, so anything I can do to save time or to make life run more smoothly is important to me. I think that's probably important to you too. And energy. Well, when I say energy, I'm talking about my energy. I'm not talking about the power or the gas or anything else, the wind, the sun, or whatever. I'm talking about my energy. Because like I said, I'm busy. I'm up early in the morning and I usually go for most of the day. So by evening, I'm tired and I'm out of energy. So again, anything I can do to save my energy and stave off that exhaustion or that really tired feeling is important to me. I'm pretty sure, again, it's important to you too, because when we're tired, we always have too much to do and we never seem to get it all done, and everything is just overwhelming when we're tired. It's really hard to drum up the enthusiasm to live the Cheapskates way. So that's why I always say saving money, time and energy, because those three things, they're all connected and all a part of my frugal lifestyle, and I believe your frugal lifestyle. You know, I was really tired yesterday. Sunday was a really long day for us. It was the annual open day at the Victorian branch of the Australian Model Railway Association, and Wayne and I were there from early in the morning until just before 5 p.m. And I worked on the barbecue all day. Cooked 300 sausages. 300 sausages. And I don't know, a great big huge 10-litre bucket of sliced onions. So my legs were really aching by the end of the day. It was a really lovely day, and it was really nice to see so many families come through. And I loved watching the kids, the little kids, you know, the tinies, the toddlers, but even the, you know, the early teens, the 11, 12, 13-year-olds who might be just too cool or think they're too cool for model trains. They absolutely enjoyed watching the trains in the Garden Railway, and the little ones, oh my gosh, they were just beside themselves when they could actually drive the Thomas the Tank Engine layout. They thought that was amazing. In fact, one little fella just kept going to the end of the line. He was about 3. He'd just go have his turn and he'd go back to the end of the line and wait for his turn again. So hopefully there's another generation of modelers and enthusiasts coming up. I'm sure after this weekend, I'm sure there'll be a few parents that'll be nagged for, can we go to the trains? Can we go to the trains? Now, I'm sharing all this with a purpose. Because the weekend was busy, I hosted our monthly card get-together on Saturday. Then we were out all day Sunday. I didn't get my usual Sunday get ahead for the week type thing done. So I thought, and yesterday I was tired. So I thought I'd do it tonight because Wayne's at a meeting and it's pretty quiet. Hopefully Lacey dog will behave herself, hopefully. So I thought I'd do it tonight for the rest of the week, and you can just join me and we'll chat as I do it, as I get stuff done. It should only take me absolutely no more than an hour to get everything done, and it's going to save me money, time and energy. And it's only a short week, and because today is Tuesday, we've actually in Victoria, Friday, or in Melbourne, Friday is a public holiday for grand final. So today is Tuesday, so 2 days have already gone. So I've really only got to do lunches for 2 days, which is really good, and dinners for three nights, and then we'll be right. So let's get started. Okay, now I am lunches. Work on lunches first because they're more important in terms of time, because in the mornings they've got to be thrown into the lunch boxes early and out the door. So I don't really want to get up any earlier just to put a lunch together. And lunches are kind of time consuming to prep. And both Hannah and Wayne take a packed lunch to work. And yes, Hannah is still here during the week until her training's finished. So she gets a packed lunch too. Now, before I do anything, I've got to put the eggs on to boil. Where are they? I'm almost organised, folks. Let me see. Have a pot here on the stove. I took with eggs in it, and it's covered with cold water. Now I took them out of the fridge when I started cooking tea, and put them in the pot and covered them with cold water just to equalize the temperature, because thermal shock is a real thing. It's not just with our canning jars, it's with our eggs as well. And what I do is I put them on my small burner and turn it on, and I have it on low, and I just slowly bring it up to the boil and let it boil. When it's boiling, it boils for about a minute or so, and then it gets turned off, and I just leave them. Now, normally I would do that in the morning and leave them till tea time and put them in the fridge. I'll leave them in the pot till I go to bed. But perfectly hard-boiled eggs. Perfectly done hard-boiled eggs when you do it that way. Now, back to lunches. When I'm doing lunches, I don't pre-make sandwiches. They don't like frozen then thawed sangers, so I don't do them. They don't mind if the bread has been frozen and then thawed and the sandwich is freshly made, so that's easy enough to do. Now today, because I was too lazy to make bread, I went to our local hot bake and I got a loaf of wholemeal for Wayne, a loaf of white bread for Hannah, and I'll just divvy that up and put it into bags and bung it in the freezer. And there should be enough here for more than the lunches for the week. So let's go. Hang on, who's talking? Someone's talking. I've heard about baking eggs in the air fryer. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Maureen. Yes, Delaney, I did. It should be fixed. All right. Hello, Georgina. Okay. Oh, coming in faster than I can keep up with them. I've heard about putting eggs in the air fryer. I haven't tried it because I don't have an air fryer because I can't stand them. Just another clunky great thing to store. I don't like air fryers at all. All right, bread. So let me just tip you down so you can see what I'm doing. And then we'll get to work. Won't be a moment. Got to adjust the camera. I'm moving you ever so slowly, hopefully. That'll do. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, breadboard, bread. Packy bag. I keep the packy bag in the drawer, but the drawer's got jammed. Okay, let's see what I've got. I won't use that one because that's for the recycle bin. Okay, wholemeal bread. Let's put it into, oh, you're very crooked. 1, 2, 6, 2, 6. Perfect. Okay, I just package them up like so. Because they're not in the freezer for longer than about 5 days at the most, I just put them in reusable bread bags or veggie bags or whatever I've got, tie a knot in them, and pop them in the freezer. Then I just take one out each night. I'll leave one lot out, take them out each night, pop it in the fridge to thaw. This one doesn't have to thaw because it's already done. Oh gosh, I've got stuff all over me. That can just go in the fridge, and in the morning it just has to have the filling put on it. So get ready for the freezer. Okie dokie. Well, let's do this. Now, I'll do like that one, so we'll do that. That. Holy bread. Okay, don't like holy bread for sandwiches. 2, 3. I'm a bit fussy. Holy bread. See, it's got holes in it. I will tell him his bread wasn't right. If you get bread with holes in it, it means it's been proofed too quickly. It's been made to rise. The rise has been forced, and it creates just put, no, I only need two. Just it forces the gas and create holes in the dough, which we don't want. So, does everyone else, or does anyone else? Oh, this is a really big bag for a little piece of bread. Let's see if I've got a smaller one. Here we go. Here's a smaller one. Not much smaller, but it is smaller. Anyone else prep ahead for the week with lunches, dinners? Next week I'll be working on breakfast. I like to have a stash of breakfast. Okay, they're ready to go in the freezer. So just give me a second. Pop that back away. I don't think I need it. I'll be just one tick. Just one tick. I'll leave that up if I need it. Okay, just go right there. Okay, leave that aside for a minute. Alrighty. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. It's really important. Hi, Eve. Whoops, eggs are boiling. Turn it off, and they sit there now. I'll sit there till I go to bed. Yes, so with the bread crusts for schnitzel, I tear them up to make stuffing or cut them into Zwieback, rusks, that sort of thing. Hello, Krista. Oh, goodness. It's going to muck up on me. Delaney boils eggs, chops and shred, but yep. So much easier. And when you're not feeling well, or you're really busy, or you just can't be bothered, or you think, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we had a, chef just waiting in the kitchen to take our orders in my dreams? It would be so good. Cheryl says she prepares and cooks the evening meal as much as possible in the morning. I do, because her energy's, yep. I'm tired at night. Most of the work's done. Keeps the temptation of takeaway away. It does, doesn't it? All right. Okay. Alrighty, let me find my notes again. All right. So the bread's done for the week. Well, it's probably done until the weekend now. It's so much easier to do that. I've done the eggs. We go through a lot of eggs. We go through about 2 dozen eggs a week. Between snacks and sandwiches and whatever else I can think of to use hard-boiled eggs for. And hello. And yes, they have gone up in price, but they're still a very inexpensive form of protein. So when you compare them to red meat or chicken or fish, they're still a very inexpensive form of protein. No. I haven't got anything for you. It's all gone. Maureen and Barb will be laughing at you because they think you're hysterical. I don't. Okay, then I usually do things like slice the veggies. So I'm going to start with cheese because then I'll work my way through with the slicer because that works. What is Joy? Joy cooks sausage rolls, pasties and pies and put them in the freezer, individually portion soup. Hello, Coralie. Lacey does not need her own channel. Don't give Hannah any ideas. Oh my goodness. Thought you were my friend, Maureen. Okay. All I need. A dog in the house with its own channel. I'm going to slice some cheese for salad sandwiches. And I'm going to do it on the mandolin. And Hannah had a fit before because she doesn't like the mandolin. But you know what? I do. I thought I had a rotten tomato, but it was the shadow. I was about to go nuts. And Lacey can smell the cheese. She thinks she should get some, don't you? Right. Okie dokie. I'm going to very carefully, because I always do, slice the cheese. Now, I usually do enough for the week, and I slice it myself because it's so much cheaper. It's half the price of buying sliced cheese. And I'm going very slow because I don't have my glove on, and I don't want to cut my hand. I've never cut myself with the mandolin. I know lots of people are frightened of them. It doesn't bother me. I just go slow. But it cuts the slices so they're nice and fine. Because you don't need a lot of cheese. Just a little bit is enough. Enough to give it flavour. Okay, now I can get down. Where's my fork? Where's my fork, please? I'll do it this way. Oh, all right, now we'll do little cheese. Easy peasy. I'll fly through now. There we go. Little bits of cheese. The cheese slices you buy are really thick. They are far too thick. You don't need that much. Well, this is really crumbly. You don't need really crumbly. Let's try this piece of new block. It shouldn't be this crumbly. This is the white label cheese from Woolies. It actually tastes really good because we decided it was made by Hannah. What's the white label cheese rebranded? Mersey Valley cheese rebranded, and it's delicious and a fraction of the price. If you buy it from Woolies and you use your 10% if you have rewards, then it's even cheaper. Okay, all right, what do we do? I'm going to wait. Are you waiting? Good girl. Waiting. Go. Now she'll be happy. All right. Container. And that's more than enough cheese for a few days. Anyway, when I'm not being mean when I slice the cheese and it's thin. I am not being mean. People say, oh, that's nasty, you're being mean, you're starving them. No, I'm not. We do not need That can be grated. A great lump of cheese. We just need a little bit. There we go. Sure. How does the extra tasty cheese compare to the regular? It's much nicer, Joy. Much, much nicer. The extra tasty is just, it's, if you like a sharp cheese, it's fabulous. If you like sharp cheese. Got the wrong lid. There we go. That can go in the fridge in a minute. Right. Next to slice up, cucumber for salad sandwiches. That can just go on mandolin. The way it normally does. I'm not going to worry about washing it. Again, I slice it thinly and it doesn't. I might slice this into the dish if I can. See if that works. Nope, didn't work. Thin slices because they don't get as soggy. In which case we'll put this up here. Super easy. And they do stay fresh in the glass containers or in your lock and lock or Tupperware or whatever you've got for the week, for the 5 days. I'll just put it in like that. Does she eat? She does eat cucumber. There we go, Lacey. She's had a bit of cheese. Now she's getting a bit of cucumber. One spoiled dog. It also makes your cucumbers, when they're out of season, go further to slice them thinly. What did she?
No, you did.
Oh, what were you doing, Lacey dog? Maureen said Lacey should have her own channel.
I have that. Good idea.
No, it's not. Yeah, I have grated cheese. It's so much cheaper to do it and grate yourself. I'm not grating it at the moment because we don't need any, but when I do, I use the food processor. And that should be enough cucumber to get us through the week. Easy peasy. And Hannah will probably eat this.
You can cut me off a chunk.
I can cut you off a chunk, can I? Hasn't been washed.
Oh.
All right. Okay, next up, tomatoes. Now. Okay. Yeah, I know. I just thought of it then. Don't worry. I told you, I've had a busy weekend. Oh, there's a lump of cheese in there and I didn't put it in the container. Where's the cheese container? Here we go. And the lid wasn't on properly anyway. Roma tomatoes are my tomatoes of choice for sandwiches. No, you are not getting, there's nothing else for you. Nothing else for you. Hang on. What are we doing? Are we waiting? Waiting. Waiting. Okay, go. Sorry. Roma tomatoes. Best tomatoes, Roma or Amish paste for sandwiches because why did that not? I didn't turn it around. Because they're not they're a good shape, so 2 slices fits a piece of bread. That's better. And they're meaty. They're not particularly juicy in the middle, and I just tend to stand it up like that, and then the juice runs out into the bottom of the container, So when it's time to make a sandwich, it's easy enough to do. You just take out the slices and they're not soggy, and the bread doesn't go soggy. But there's nothing worse than soggy bread. So we just do this, and that will be plenty for 2 days of sandwiches. Into the fridge. That pulp can go in there because I will put that probably in tomorrow night's dinner. And that's the tomatoes done. Let me get a cloth. Wipe down the bench. I've finished the slicing and the dicing. That can go. That can go. Alrighty. I would normally put them straight in the dishwasher, but the dishwasher has been on, so it's full of clean dishes. Right. Next up is chopping up the fruit. Cantaloupe we've got this week. It's just delicious. It's been really nice lately, the rock melon. I've been very happy with them. So let's get some rock melon underway. I'm going to plant them this year. I've decided I'm going to try again to plant them. This one's really nice. Okay. Oh, yes, and it's lovely and ripe too. Cut through half. Nope. Is it going to line up? Probably not. There we go. There we go. Lovely. You don't like rock melon, Lacey dogs. You're not getting any, okay? Let me get a bowl of seeds. Okay. It's one of the fruits that Wayne can eat. He can have a half a rock melon a day. He's not getting a half a rock melon a day. That's a ridiculous amount of rock melon or cantaloupe a day. But thankfully he likes it. We all do. So it's no hardship to slice it up, chop it and put it in a container in the fridge. Look at Lacey dog. No hardship at all. Shadow loves pak choy, oh, does she? Straight out of the garden. Yeah, Lacey will eat lettuce if there's nothing else around, Jane. If she sees something else that she thinks might be tastier, then that gets chosen. But otherwise, she's happy.
She's fussy.
She is fussy. She is fussy. Sorry. There we go. This, we should have smell-o-vision. This cantaloupe smells divine. And how was I cutting it? Someone's at the door. She's just taken off. It smells just gorgeous. I would usually do one at a time. We usually have 2 a week, I suppose, at the moment, because they're not that expensive and they've been really nice. I go to Bushy Park, big watermelon for Melburnians. Usually I try and go on a Sunday. They seem to have the best deals on a Sunday. So I try and go on a Sunday. I know that's when I can get the good bulk buys. If I'm after them. The other week I got Pink Lady apples, 3 kilos for $5. And Pink Lady apples make the best apple pies. I know that Food Factory Sales had cans on sale. $12 for $12, $1 a can, I think it was. Of Pink Lady pineapple. Just makes them. It is so sweet. Pink Lady apples are so sweet when they're stewed. You don't need to add any sweetener to them at all. They are amazing. All right. You think there should be more for you, do you, doggy? Really, really good. Now, I will put that piece aside. I will put the rest of this in there because then I will put it in containers for the lunch boxes tomorrow. I have lots of little containers. Little containers. In fact, I was looking in the plastic straw the other day and thinking I seem to have more lids than I do bases for some reason. I'll have to go on a base hunt and find where everybody's got them. So take them for all sorts of things. I've been known to take them for things too. All right. Anyway, there we go. Now, when I cut it up, it will keep 5 days in a container in the fridge. Without going irky. It's nothing worse than slimy fruit. I wouldn't do it with watermelon. Wouldn't keep. Watermelon goes sour. Okay. Into a container. These jolly lids struggle with. That's it. No, that's not it. Anyone else have trouble with? There it is. My hands don't always work properly, and I have real trouble lining up the grooves to match them. Okay. Little containers, Lacey dog. Red one. Okay. Right. So we're into. I've been faffing around, but it's only been. Let me see. How long have we been going? 38 minutes. Oh, it's not too bad. I usually work much faster, but then I'm trying to be nice. All right. So Hannah's lunch tomorrow. Let's go for Wayne's lunch tomorrow. Get rid of that piece of fruit. The menu plan has us having curried mince tomorrow night, so I've taken mince out of the freezer. Normally I would use a quart of canned mince that I've preserved, but I had to shift some stuff around in the freezers. So we've got frozen mince to use. Ta-da! Now, where's my bucket? The compost. Up the way, Lacey. Come on. So I've taken mince out of the freezer. I'll put it in the. Oh, there's a piece I missed. To thaw, and I will pop it in the crock pot tomorrow morning. We need a tin of coconut cream and some curry powder and some onion. Did I just throw that piece of? I did. Uh-oh. Dopey. Threw a perfectly good piece of rockmelon out. Right. Okay. Last thing on my list to do tonight was the beetroot. I'm just going to drain it in the sink. I'll only be a second. Alrighty. Beetroot, need a container. I need one of these. This is what caused all the big kerfuffle just before we went live. When I was in the laundry, I was reaching up to get this packet of serviettes, and I knocked over half a dozen other things and a great pile of plastic vacuum sealer bags, and tumbling down and landed on top of the freezer. Right. Paper towel or serviette in the bottom. Tin of beetroot. We get a fork. And all I do is lay it out. Now I have a Piccadilly. I've got 4 Piccadillys for different things. I don't use them for beetroot. I know it was probably sold in Australia as the beetroot container. But, oh, this is great beetroot. Look at the size. Look at the size of these slices. They are brilliant. What I like to see, big slices. So you only need 1 and a bit on a piece of bread for a salad sandwich. I do use the Piccadilly. I use it for asparagus spears. I use it for pickled onions, olives, hamburger pickles, my bread and butter cucumbers. I use them for pickled rhubarb. When I do pickled rhubarb and we open a jar, it goes into a Piccadilly. Otherwise, I just do this. And again, the paper, the serviette absorbs the moisture. So the beetroot, you still get the flavour and the crisp and the crunch. It doesn't go irky, but it's not soggy on your sandwich. And this is about the only reason I would use paper towel or paper serviettes, or white ones anyway. Pretty ones we keep. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, now let me get back. I've clicked something and something's disappeared. Yes, Maureen, potatoes will be very expensive. They've gone up to, well, some of them were $13 a bag. The cheapest I could get them from Big Watermelon, not last week, but the week before, was a 2 kilo bag. That was $6, so it's $3 a kilo. Where I used to get 10 kilos. No, yeah, 10 kilos for $6. So it's gone up a lot. The other thing to watch out for if you're shopping ahead, building your stockpile, rice, Australian rice, and what was the other thing? Cotton. Both those crops, the harvests won't be nearly what they should be. So let me turn myself back up so that I'm not, or you're not talking to nobody. Is that better? That's a bit better. Rice, not doing well. Cotton's not doing very well also. Anything Australian cotton, you can go and buy your sheets from Kmart that are made with Australian cotton, made in Egypt from Australian cotton. Just messes with my head. But so those sorts of things will be going up too, simply because there won't be enough. There won't be enough. It's not a it's not planned, it's the drought. It's the absolute drought. The floods and then the drought has caused that. There's an issue with, minced beef. Oh, okay. No, there's still an awful lot of beef going through the sales, but free country organic beef and sold across Australia. Recalled plastic, great. Just brilliant. The things that we get to have in our food. I just need a bag for that cheese. Oh, it doesn't go earthy, and it can go in this big bag. How's that? This big bag was determined to be used tonight. There you go. I'm not doing snacks because we're not eating snacks at the moment, other than the fruit. So I haven't done any baking for 3 weeks. Hang on. I was away, so it's 4 weeks since I've done any baking because we haven't been eating it. Nobody's asked for it. Nobody's gone looking for it. So I haven't bothered with it. So there's no baking in terms of snacks. We do have rice crackers. These are the Woolies ones, oven baked, and they are quite reasonable. It does say that there's 4 serves per packet. I'm sorry, but no. That's an awful lot of crackers for a serve. I do count them out. I count out 10 and put 10 in a little zippy bag when I'm doing them in the lunch boxes. So it's not a serve, not a full serve, but they're quite low in sugar. And not too bad on the carbs too. And these barbecue flavour, tangy barbecue, they're really delicious. $1 a packet at Woolies. They're actually nicer than the Coles ones, which are the same price. Okay, now, so that's how I prep for my week. Next week, one day next week, I'll be doing a big breakfast cook up. So usually I will do 2 or 3 packets of English muffins into McMum's, 2 or 3 packets into sausage muffins. I'll make some pancakes or hot cakes. The kids call them hot cakes because they're big, and stack them in the freezer. And Wayne likes the breakfast burritos. So that's just wraps with some cheese and bacon and scrambled egg and wrapped up and frozen. So I will do probably a couple of packets of those too and pop them in the freezer. Then they're all wrapped and ready to go. They can just nuke them as they need them. And breakfast is quite easy. We tend to not have cereals. I do have cereal in the house. I have rice bubbles and Fruity Bix and rolled oats because I have the oats. But we don't do other cereals. And honestly, they tend to use the cereal, especially the Fruity Bix, more as a dessert. Lacey, what are you doing? There's nothing else to eat. It's all gone. So they tend to have those more as a dessert than anything else, or a snack, half dozen in a hand as a snack, rice bubbles are usually a snack, or I use them in cooking. Now I've got to wash my hands because I touched you. I know. Oh no. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. We finished a little bit early, which is really good. Just before you go, is there anything else I'm thinking of? We're doing the curried mince. I'll do mash and veg tomorrow. That's really easy. Okay, you want to go on your crate? Would you like to go on your crate? Or sit? Waiting, good girl, waiting. And that's really easy. I'll put that mince in the fridge. It can go into the slow cooker in the morning. And even though it's browned, it is browned. When I get it, if I'm not going to can it straight away, I will still boil it. So I boil my mince. It's something my mother did. I think it's a Scottish thing. To get the mince, you boil it, put it in a pot of cold water, bring it up to the boil, let it boil for a couple of minutes, and then drain it. And I rinse it under hot water, and then bag it up. So it's not cooked all the way through. It's just been cooked enough to release the fat and the grease and get rid of it. When I'm canning, that's what I do too. When I'm canning it, I boil it for a couple of minutes to get the grease off, the fat off, because in canning I don't want any fat, or as little fat as possible in the jars. And then into the jars with the water into the can, and away they go. There's nothing here, puppy. But this I just put in the freezer, so it still has to be cooked. It's not properly cooked. It needs to thaw in the fridge. Go in the slow cooker. It should be ready by the morning, and then we'll have curry with mash for tea tomorrow night. And I might even make it pumpkin mash, just for something different. Alrighty, now what else do I have to say? Thursday night's pizza night, so Thomas does that, and the pizzas are in the freezer already. And haystacks on Friday, and there's no cooking with haystacks. So I picked a really bad week to show you how to do dinners ahead of time, didn't I? It just means for haystacks we've got grated cheese and diced salad veg, tomato, cucumber, lettuce. But that's all right. Easy peasy. Okay. And then it's easy to do on Friday night. Take about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get it all warmed up, and we'll be done. Okay, now let me go back over here. I can't think of there was something else. Lacey, sit. Wait. Are you waiting? Waiting. There's something else. Newsletter goes out Thursday. If I've forgotten, if I remember what it is between now and then, I'll pop it into the newsletter. I can't remember what it was, or I'll put it on Cheapskates chatter. Our new Christmas challenge starts next week. I've zhuzhed it up a bit. It's a little bit different to what it's always been, but I think it's going to be fun. And it's always nice to work for a couple of weeks, 8 weeks, and then be able to relax for the silly season and into the holidays. So that's always nice, especially when you know that you own your Christmas. There's no bills coming. All righty. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Again, before you go, please like the show, even with the dog in the background. Lacey, sit. You're not getting another thing. You're spoiled. If you're watching on replay, thumbs up would be really good. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do, because as soon as we hit 6,000, I'll do something fun and special. If you're not already subscribed, if you know someone who might like the Cheapskates Club or might like to watch our videos, there's a share link. Click that button and send it to them. Because the 3 things, like, subscribe, and share. YouTube really like it when people do that for videos and for channels. And it just means that their algorithm goes, oh, this must be really interesting stuff, and they'll push it out more. And, you know, the easier it is for people to find us, the easier it is for us to let them know that it is absolutely possible to live life the Cheapskates way, and that's debt-free, cashed up and laughing, even in September 2025. So have a great week, everyone. A nice weekend. Hope your team wins in the grand final. And I will see you same time next Tuesday. Bye.